Hey man, it's the homie Fast Cool. Before you do anything, make sure you like and subscribe and comment on his channel. You feel me? At least do one of the three, you dig what I'm trying to say. But welcome to the crib. Just make sure you take your shoes off and leave them at the door. You feel me? Which means just get relaxed. You at the crib right now, so just chill. Don't trip, homie. Just you go get you some water, some ginger ale, and you know what I'm saying? Just kick it with me one time. But yeah, today we're gonna talk about the new fact of Big U kicking it publicly with Gunna. So when I sit back and I analyze the situation, I guess they was at a Chargers game, you feel me? And it was with Steve Lobel. If you don't know who Steve Lobel is, do your homework on Steve Lobel. So it had to do with some type of business or networking, you feel me? So if Big U's in that atmosphere, maybe he was at the game and he seen Gunna, but I don't know if they actually had plans to link. I think they kind of seen each other, cause that's what I'm thinking, you feel me? Cause you know, that makes the most sense, you feel me, with everything that's going on. But, you know, I'm gonna get into the 60s and, you know, the hood politics and stuff like that in a second. But me from the outside looking in, I feel like Gunna's hip. I feel like at this point, everyone, you know, really just said forget everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I think he knows, you feel me, what he did and the momentum that he has right now. Is dictating how people treat him now. If Gunna put out some BS and his album wasn't hitting the way it was hitting, I don't think, you know what I'm saying, Big U would have did that. I think he did that just because Gunna's on fire. Gunna's probably one of the best male artists of 2023, besides Burna Boy and, you know what I'm saying, a couple others. You know what I'm saying, Gunna's one of the best, you know what I'm saying, as far as 2023. Now, when it comes to the hood politics, you know what I'm saying, nobody publicly disowned Gunna from, you know, the Rolling 60s. The thing with Gunna was really out here running around with Nipsey Hussle, Hoggy Blue, Cobby Supreme. You know what I'm saying? He really pulled up on Slauson at the Crenshaw store. He was really running around. And then on top of that, you know, the 60s is heavy in Atlanta, you feel me? Rest in peace to Truth. That was the big homie in Atlanta, you feel me? You know, Pee Wee Longway, all of them. And even Brick Baby from No Jump was running around in Atlanta with, you know, with Gunna and, you know, Pee Wee Longway. So it's not like Gunna was ever a fake Crip. Like, Gunna was really part of the, you know, the situation. So I think when everything happened, it was messed up. But this is the thing that saves Gunna in the situation. Gunna didn't point the finger. You know what I'm saying? He didn't aggressively snitch like 6ix9ine did or Boston Richie. Gunna simply made a mistake. And you know what I'm saying? When I sit back and I think about it, you know, it was a pure mistake. He was just trying to get out of jail. Like, his lawyers gave him some, you know, some information, and somehow, some way, they finessed him into saying what he said. But when I look at this trial with Young Thug and, you know, how sloppy it is, I don't know if it's really gonna affect. I don't really know. I don't know if that's really gonna affect Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? To be completely honest, you know, it can, and at the same time, it may not. Only place where Gunna really messed up is when they pretty much placed them both in that vehicle with the video that went viral of them getting pulled out the vehicle, and they found like pills and they found like meth or something like that, some drink, you feel me, and a firearm. And Gunna pretty much, you know, when he was, you know, just agreeing to the plea, he pretty much, you know, admitted that whatever they found in that vehicle wasn't his, and only other person in the car was Jeffrey, which is, you know, Young Thug, right? So with that being said, that's where he messed up at, when he hit him with the yes ma'am and the yes ma'am. But a lot of people been in those situations, and a lot of cameras aren't in the courtroom when you take a plea. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was the situation for a lot of people will be considered a snitch, because when you take that plea, you agree to whatever went on with that crime. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, people ain't in the courtroom when you get your time. You feel me? It be some other people for some other cases. Like, it could be some random white people, you know what I'm saying, that's up in there that got nothing to do with your business. You feel me? Facts. But, you know, with that being said, you know what I'm saying, I think, you know, Gunna is aware of the situation, that people ain't rocking with him for his momentum. So it'll never be genuine again. You know what I'm saying? And I think Big U is, unfortunately, moving in a way that he shouldn't, but he can, because, you know, when you a big homie like that, crazy to say, when you've been putting on for the hood and doing positive and actually giving back to the community. I'm talking about football teams and give backs and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Running around with Nipsey Hussle and, actually being a big homie in the community. It's a little different because Big U kind of excelled past that average Crip mentality. He kind of got into that, all right, I'm going to show them something different, kind of where Nipsey Hussle and Black Sam took things. So it's a little difficult for me to judge the situation because it's not like he's out here running around like Brick Baby, you feel me? And even Brick Baby didn't dismiss Gunna. Brick Baby pretty much said he's not going to say nothing bad about Gunna because Gunna looked out for him. They done got money together, you feel me? So with this being said, I think Gunna knows that, the 60s don't want to actually disclaim him or disown him. They technically don't because nobody really came out and said, yo, Gunna's not from 60s. Nobody said that, like, who actually has notoriety enough to actually reach the audience and say, like, yo, Gunna's no longer 6. So nobody has said that. And the thing with Gunna was really out here throwing up neighborhood. He was really pulling up to the hood. He was really kicking it with Nipsey Hussle. Like, he was really out there. That's one thing I got to give Cuz. Like, Cuz was really programming, you feel me? Like, whether he's tough or not, it don't really matter because at the end of the day, he really was claiming the hood and everybody knew it. So he was a big influence in terms of, the 60s popularity in the streets, and they get a lot of money off of that. So it's a whole nother conversation in terms of how they was utilizing Gunna. Gunna ain't actually have to be out here slam dunking on stuff. He could have been out here throwing down, investing in what people had going on to make the hood, do better. Ultimately, you know what I'm saying? They be having all types of, situations that are lucrative for the community, you feel me? So at the end of the day, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. You feel me? Is Big U wrong for, kicking it with Gunna? Should Gunna, rock out with the 60s, how he was rocking before? Like, what do y'all think about this situation? You feel me? Let me know. It's your crib too, not just mine. You feel me? Mi casa, su casa. You feel me? So at the end of the day, your thoughts is welcome, and I want to hear them. You feel me? So tap in, drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's go. Welcome to the crib, baby.